For the first time since 2019, Formula 1 returns to Hockenheim. Welcome to the German Grand Prix. The last time a Formula 1 race was held on German soil, it was 2021, the Eiffel GP held at the Nürburgring, just across the way. Well, welcome back to Hockenheim, round 8 of F1 Fantasy Series, and this is where the championship maybe begins to hot up. Antonelli and Hamilton at the top, but here's your grid then, here in Germany today. Starting on pole then, it's a Mercedes front row lockout in their home Grand Prix. Antonelli and Russell, P1 and P2. Great qualifying for the Mercedes-Benz team. Leclerc and Norris on row 2, 3rd and 4th. Hamilton and Piastri, the championship leader, in behind in 5th. Not great qualifying from them at all. Verstappen and Hadjar, both Red Bulls, line up on row 4. Then looking down the grid, then Vettel and Ricciardo 9th and 10th, the two West Racing Sport Cars and the KCF1 team in 9th to 12th, the West and Clark in 11th to 12th. Lawson and Hülkenberg 13th and 14th for good qualifying from Hülkenberg. Gasly 15th, Alonso 16th, best qualifying of the season for the Aston Martin. Lindblad in 17th, Bortoletto in 18th, his worst qualifying of the season. Colapinto in 19th, Oliver Behrman down in 20th, a rubbish qualifying from him. Ocon in 21st, Stroll in 22nd, best qualifying position of the year for the Aston Martins. Perez and Bottas, the two Cadillacs, line up 23rd and 24th. On the back of the grid, it's Williams, who are in a real struggle in 25th and 26th. Here we go then, wouldn't be the German Grand Prix without a little bit of rain. 5 red lights then. Lights out and away we go. It's a slow crawl off the line from all the 26 drivers, but Russell's got the jump on Antonelli. Antonelli falling right down the field. Norris jumping up into P2 already, but Russell leads the Grand Prix as we come through this first section. The Ferraris have a really bad start, but the McLarens have really got the jump. Coming up to 2nd and 4th now. There's a bit of mix in the background. There's a crash in the back. Looks like one of the West Racing Sport Cars and the KCF1 car. I'm not sure which one it is, whether it's one of the 4, but now this is the long run, the spray being kicked up, everyone holding their lines for the time being, but well, is one of the Mercedes cars, that's Antonelli, looking for a dive down the inside on Lando Norris. Is it going to quite hold off and stick? It is, and well, Kimi Antonelli's got a great run coming out the corner, and he takes the lead once again off George Russell. Swapping and changing, Hamilton's round. Hamilton round, that's surely going to knock him down the order. And well, that might throw away the points finish of him today. But Antonelli back in the lead. It's a good start for the Mercedes cars. Well, this was the jump Russell got. And look, he just got the traction right perfectly. As he went for turn 1, and well, he froze it in the wet conditions, but it's a risk. Oh, and it looked like Leclerc just struggled to put the power down, and well, Antonelli had the exact same thing. Leclerc cautious in the spray. And the McLaren's going past, and that's not great from the Ferraris. And here's it was West and Ricciardo who caught up in the mix. There's a little bit of contact there, and then I think he just outbrakes himself, and there's a huge crash. Ricciardo goes flying. Huge crash between the two of them. Well, this is from Max Verstappen. You can see the spray being kicked up. So the visibility's not great anyways. And look at that. Ricciardo goes flying. Verstappen's like, thank you very much. Well then, Verstappen now right on the back of Lando Norris and going to be under pressure. Coming all the way through. And well, towards the right hander we come. And back Max Verstappen up to P3. Great little overtake as we come down to that heavy braking zone again. Well, this is absolutely crucial for Max Verstappen's World Championship hopes. He really wants to get back up there, and after his win in Monaco, it's got to be keeping the form and striking while the iron's hot. Here comes Lando Norris again then, right in the slipstream on Max Verstappen, and decides to dive down the inside towards the hairpin. This is a risky move, but Norris gets the move done. Great overtaken, great dive down the inside as well. Lando Norris though has the traction, a bit like Antonelli on lap 1. Here we go, down the inside, and a great move. Coming up now towards the Mercedes corner, turn 8, and Norris up into P2 then. This is brilliant from the McLaren driver. And well, one more car in front of him, and he's got a clear road ahead, no spray, and that's what you want in these wet conditions. Nice open road. You can find the puddles, find the wet patches, and find all the grip you can. And that is a West Racing Sport Car off its West. Well, he was involved on lap 1, and I think he's probably become a cropper in the wet conditions. And well, he made 35 laps, and well, the whole Ricardo sparkle being investigated after race, but this was it then. And oh, I think he loses grip, gets on the white line on the outside of turn 11, and he's in the wall. That's race over for him. It was bound to happen eventually, but the back markers have suddenly been caught by the leading 3. And well, Antonelli is now right in behind Fernando Alonso. And well, is Fernando Alonso going to yield? This is looking interesting. He's on a better set of wet tyres than these front 3, a bit more grip. And well, will Antonelli make a dive down the inside, coming towards the hairpin? No, he won't this time. I think it's playing it safer rather than sorry on the brakes, but well, Kimi Antonelli, I wouldn't say they're struggling out there, but you can only see, look at the spray, you can only see Fernando Alonso, and then the leading 3 behind, Antonelli, Norris and Russell, are almost bunching up together and just tucked in behind. Verstappen and Piastri about 5 seconds off George Russell at the minute, and you can see it in the background there, but the longer Alonso stays in front of Kimi, this could be quite the finish. Everyone starts bunching up together. Here comes George Russell then. He's just coming out now through turn 3 and 4. And round the parabolica he comes. I know, he's looking to try and get out of the spray and into the wetter line, cool off the tyres a little bit, and make a dive all the way down the inside on Lando Norris. And well, might he get the move done? Is it going to be tight? Norris pushing Russell all the way to the inside now, but it's going to be a drag race all the way down towards turn 7 and 8. And well, Russell gets the move done. Mercedes 1 and 2 again at their home Grand Prix. And well, it didn't happen in 2019. It was Max Verstappen who won that day, Vettel in second, but Mercedes this time are right back on top here at the German Grand Prix. And we've still got to go to the Nürburgring soon on the calendar as well. So, maybe... Well, it's been flawless all day. Antonelli's been stuck behind Alonso for the past 20 laps. There's no blue flags rule. But Antonelli is going to become the first repeat winner of the season and take the championship lead ahead of Lewis Hamilton. But Kimi Antonelli wins the German Grand Prix. A super drive in the wet, navigating the wet conditions in what's been a difficult day. And well, that is exactly how you do it. Kimi Antonelli then, race winner at the German Grand Prix. What a brilliant race then in the wet conditions here at the Hockenheim ring. And well, Kimi Antonelli is your winner and takes the championship lead then. Antonelli P1, Russell P2, 1-2 for Mercedes, the home Grand Prix, very important for them, and Lando Norris rounding up in P3. Here's your top 10 then: Verstappen, Piastri, Hadjar, Leclerc, Clark, Vettel and Hülkenberg. No Lewis Hamilton for the first time this season in the top 10, and well, this is going to be an interesting World Championship as we progress all the way through the next few rounds here in Europe. Let's have a look then towards the constructors' standings then. Drivers' standings. Kimi Antonelli then, 119 points, 16 ahead of his nearest rival Lewis Hamilton. Russell in third, who's closed the gap up to Lewis Hamilton too. Verstappen, Norris, Leclerc, Piastri, Hadjar, Clark and West round out the top 10 in the championship. But that could all change when we next head to the British Grand Prix at Silverstone.